So we all know being in lockdown is absolutely boring and there's nothing much to do. But if you're sitting at home and doing nothing, or if you're working from home, which we really appreciate, thank you so much for your service and continue to keep up the good work. If you're essential, all the best and everything like that. But with regards to car, guys, there's not much you can do. There's not much you can get parts, you can't do much. But today I'm going to do something that I really want to do for a long time, and that's degreasing the wheel wells on the E90. Now we're going to be working with two different types of materials. You've got plastic in the front, you've got carpets in the rear, and I'm going to do both the driver's side today, most likely because of the sunlight, and I'm going to do the rest off camera when I have some time. But I'm going to do all of this with normal basic tools, no commercial branding, nothing. You're just going to use a normal garden hose and some brushes and an all-purpose cleaner. You can get this anywhere. I'll leave links in the description if you want to check out some of the ones I recommend. But other than that, let's get into it. Now's about the time you can actually see the condition of everything. I'm not sure you can actually see it on camera because of the lighting, but it's quite bad. And the first thing I'm going to do before anything else is I want to clean up the wheel hubs, because the wheels get stuck to it badly. Now how I'm going to do this is with an electric drill. It's a battery operated with these wire wheels here. They come in various sizes. I'll leave links in the description if you want to check it out, and that's what we're going to use to get this out. Now when working with this, make sure you're using eye protection. You don't want filings to get into your eyes. Now with that part done, now we're going to go on to the main step. We're going to start soaking this thing with some cleaner. Now you can use all-purpose cleaner, you can use an engine cleaner. It's all going to work the same way. If it's safe for your engine bay, it's obviously going to be safe for your suspension components. So I got this in a pump spray, so it saves me if I'm spraying with the trigger. So I'm just going to put this on high pressure and let it soak for a bit. Now with it soaking, you can actually see the difference of where all the gunk and grime is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it off with some water, and I'm going to hit it again with a spray, and then we're going to start tackling the cleaning. As you can see, it's looking a little bit better. Still a long way to go, but now we can actually start spraying it and start agitating it with a brush. Now with the suspension components done, I think it's now time to tackle the carpets. Now for that I'm going to use a little drill brush that I made. Now this is a normal scrubbing brush with bolts through and through. You get dedicated carpet cleaning brushes. I'll leave links to that in the description if you want to check it out. But I'm going to do that with the drill, and let's see how much we can actually get out of these carpets. Now if you can compare this side where you can see it's soaked and still dirty to compare to this side where it's just been washed and cleaned, you can see there's a lot of black in it, meaning that the color is coming back. It's not actually full of sand. So I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm going to do that off camera so that I'm not taking up too much of your time, but you get the gist of it. This is how it actually works. Okay, I think it's been a solid hour and a half that I've been doing this, and the results actually speak for itself. Now the only time you're actually going to see the satisfying part of it is when you start wiping everything down, because whatever is left on that you couldn't get with the brush or the actual water once you're hosing, it's all going to get soaked into your microfiber cloth. Now this is all the leftover dust that's actually caked onto it. Now this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing with just wiping it down. and I'm gonna show you what the after results is while I'm in the process, and once I'm done. So I'm gonna put the wheel back on, and then I'm gonna tackle the front. So as you can see, this is what it's actually looking like now, with everything still wet, and everything, the carpets are still wet. So I'm just going to towel dry this until it actually naturally dries. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you actually pick it up on camera, that there is a lot of leftover dust and dirt and everything that's caked onto the actual components. Now this I'm going to get off with the microfiber towel. This is the satisfying part of it. So this is what you want to do. You want to take your time with and really get into it. Now I could have used a pressure hose for the foamer and everything, but this is a bit more intimate, so it's not like you're gonna actually waste a lot of time, but it's something that you can actually do on your own, just like how I'm doing it right now. And you don't have to worry, you just take your time with it, and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It is still gonna get dirty, but it's just some satisfying part of it that you can actually do. So without further ado, guys, I'm just gonna finish up over here, put the wheels and everything on. I'm gonna show you before I put the wheel on, and then we're going to tackle the front. This is a bit of a long video, so just bear with me. This is something that you actually want to do. Now with the rear done, it's actually to a point where I'm actually very happy with it. Could it be better? Yeah, but for the sake of the video, 80-90% of it is actually completed. There are the little intricate areas that I can't really reach with my hands, so I'm not going to actually bother about too much like that. But the carpet part is what was my main concern. That's fine. The suspension components are clean. The main part of it is done. Like all the major grime and everything is all off. That's the most important thing for me right now. So now I'm going to put the wheel back on, and we're going to tackle the front. The front should be relatively simple because it's all plastic. So yeah, let's get into that. So this is what we're working with the front of the car. I'm not too sure if you actually see because of the lighting, but this is it. It is absolute crap. And what made it worse is it took me like over half an hour just to get this front wheel off. There. It was actually seized to the hub, which is now, if they had to get a puncture or something, that would be a major inconvenience, and it was a pain in the ass to get it off. But luckily we actually got away. Don't ever try that at home. That's just a conventional, that's just a do-it-yourself way. But I want to get some anti-seize, some copper anti-seize to put on the hub and on the wheel itself. But let's worry about that later. Let's get this part cleaned up. It's basically going to be the same process as the rears, but now it's all plastic, so you don't have to put too much of effort into it. And we're just going to go ahead and scrub this down. Now with the initial cleaning done, you can see there's a little bit of sunlight just poking out. I don't know where it was for the last couple of minutes, but as you can see, it's looking a lot better. It's still drying up. It's still looking a little bit dirty while it's drying up, but that's okay, because what we're doing is I'm going to be putting some dressing over all these plastics. Now this is the same dressing I use on my tires, and I'm going to buff it off to give it a nice matte shine. Once it actually dries up properly, you can see the entire back of the rim, wheel, suspension area, that's looking 10 times better. It could be better, but because it's so caked on and everything, it's not actually coming out with the brush, so this will probably need to be done a good couple of times. But as you can see, daylight is fading. I'm not too sure what the time is. I'm not using a watch. It's currently getting into winter, so it's getting shorter days. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry up for a bit, and then I'm gonna put the dressing and I'll put the wheel back on. So there you have it, guys. That's the end product after a long day's work. It's only actually 50% done. Still got to do the other side, but I'll do another day. My face is probably messed. I didn't even have a look at it, so if you're laughing, enjoy. I'm just gonna put the wheel back on, lower the car, and that'll be it for this video. So I'll let you guys see that now. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.